MidJourney can be useful for a lot of things. Today, we're going to take a look at how MidJourney can be used to plan a film. Starting with an example script and idea for a short thriller, we're going to look at developing the characters, the location, style, lighting, and so on. Here we're inside Discord, and on our own server we have made a separate channel for this project. We're going to start with finding a look for our main character. As you can see from the prompt, we have some ideas we like to try out. Our goal is first to make reference images of our main character that we can later use to create scenes and place her in location. We want a main character that's not boringly pretty. Her face should be unique, expressive, and interesting. After experimenting, we've come up with this image. Kind of like a female in a cave, right? MidJourney has a tendency to generate far too pretty faces, and beautiful can be boring. We're upscaling the images that are promising. And to organize our project so it's easier to navigate, we will create a thread that is devoted to our protagonist. Click the plus sign, click on Create Thread. Name the thread. In our case, our character's name, Svenja. The new thread appears as a sub-item in the channel menu in the left sidebar. We'll keep all our prompting connected to Svenja in this thread from now on. Now we'd like to see a side shot of Svenja, so we add the word profile to our prompt. Our first prompt has given us some nice starting points in front view with Svenja looking into the camera. Both images are good, but MidJourney added some tattoos we don't want in the second image. So we'll right-click the first image and choose Copy Link, so we can use it in our next image prompt. We paste the image link first in our prompt. Then we'll copy and paste the last prompt we used to get some variations. But now we'll change the aspect ratio to 16:9 so we can begin to see how Svenja will look on screen. And to keep MidJourney's tattoo mania in check, we will ask for no tattoos. Let's see how our previous prompt for profile shots of Svenja turned out. The poses are good, but the lighting is a bit harsh, with too much yellow in the highlights for our taste. We'll keep that in mind and make adjustments to our prompt to control the lighting. The new 16:9 shots have problems. The style is veering away from realistic and cinematic, so we'll have to tinker with the prompts to get back on track. Working with location might help us get closer to the look we want. To organize, we create a new thread again, this one called Location. Inside that thread, we'll start with a simple prompt. One of the main locations in the script is the office of the tech company that Svenja has started to work for. We start with a very simple prompt, and we can tinker and add things from there. Our first results are a bit too cluttered, too much furniture. The tone of the script calls for something more stark. We'll make a variation of the second image. We add bare walls and liminal space to the prompt to see what that gives us. But MidJourney has banned the word bare, so we'll have to adjust the prompt. And that's what using AI is all about right now, tinkering and adjusting away on little details. We try writing nothing on the walls in the prompt instead of bare. But you'll soon discover that MidJourney isn't that straightforward with negative prompting. So instead of prompting what isn't in the image, we'll have to rephrase it into what we actually want in the image. Let's try writing very clean and minimalistic, barren liminal space. This adjusted prompt gives us some excellent location that fit the tone of the script, a technological thriller with uncanny horror elements. We'll upscale all 4 images from the grid to test them properly in context of our story. We'll also save all the images we want to use locally on our computer, right-clicking and choosing Save Image. Keeping a good folder structure is key, so you don't waste time looking for what you need in chaotic folders. Now let's use one of the location in an image prompt. Right-click and copy link. We'll work inside a new thread called Shot Design, since we're going to place characters in scenes now. Start the prompt with the image link of the location. Then get an image link of our main character. We'll paste her first in the prompt, since she's more important than the location. Let's just try simply prompting with the images first to see what we get. The results are interesting, but needs adjustment. We'll upscale the most promising image. Then we'll try to tweak the prompt to get us closer to what we want. We'll add wide shot with a basic description of our character to try to nail her look. We'll also add an action for her to see if MidJourney blends her better into the location. The new images aren't in the style we're looking for, so we'll have to look at tweaking our prompt further. The lighting is off, so we'll add cinematic lighting to the prompt, and often adding film grain to the prompt tend to pull the results towards the cinematic. Those tweaks brought us closer to the style we want. We'll upscale the images that are most promising and use them as basis for further tweaking. Another important location in our script is in Svenja's apartment. We want to try some shot design of Svenja in front of her laptop at home. First off, some simple prompts to get a starting point for our location. Adding cinematic focus to the prompt often helps to declutter the background. We'll use the new images in our image prompts, and together with small adjustments in our prompts, we're starting to get the style we want. We did the groundwork of creating a reference image for Svenja, and using that together with simple prompts describing her, we managed to keep her looking pretty consistent already. The key to consistent characters in MidJourney version 4 isn't using seed commands, but rather in image prompts and simple descriptions. In our next video, we'll look at creating some more characters and placing them in scenes together.